So with the season coming to a close, Week 18 is upon us. Let's talk about who should be the NFL Coach of the Year. I have one candidate specifically in mind, and that is Kevin Stefanski, the coach of the Cleveland Browns. This would be his second time winning the award, and I want to give it to him because he's had 4 quarterbacks play this season, and his team clinched a playoff spot after Week 17. Or I should say during Week 17, because they were the first game. They were the Thursday night game, the last Thursday night game of the year versus the New York Jets. They won, taking the team to 11 wins. And they, even then, had Baltimore lost, they would have had a shot going into Week 18 at the division and the number 1 seed, I believe. At least the division, maybe the number 1. But if not, then you would have been like the 2 seed. But he had his team in great position, even though they've had 4 quarterbacks, multiple injuries. They do have a great defensive player in Myles Garrett. Probably won't be Defensive Player of the Year. But to me, he's probably the person most worthy of it. Though I am going to go through a few other candidates that I feel like could win it. First, John Harbaugh in Baltimore. He's had a couple injuries as well on the Ravens team. Probably the biggest one being Mark Andrews. Losing him was huge, and Isaiah Likely has massively stepped up. And now that Lamar was finally healthy for a year, they're the number 1 seed in the AFC. Possibly the best team in the NFL, considering they've blown out so many teams that are playoff teams that we consider good. Detroit blew them out. Miami blew them out. San Fran blew them out. Like, they have taken all these teams and said, watch this. So, to me, very good team. And John Harbaugh, if he won, I wouldn't be mad. Kyle Shanahan, I would give it to him. 49ers, they are the number 1 seed in the NFC. They've had a few injuries themselves, but they've gotten through it, and they're the number 1 seed. So I would also consider giving it to him. Dan Campbell in Detroit. I mean, last year, and I'll make another video about this, but last year I said I would not be surprised if Detroit won the division. Now, I'm 26 years old. The Detroit Lions haven't won their division in 30 years, and that's when it wasn't the NFC North. It wasn't even the NFC North back then. This is their first time ever winning the NFC North. And I didn't know that. Because that's longer than I've even been alive. Plus, I mean, I'm a little kid. What am I going to know about a team winning a division, you know? So you get that. And by the time I really got into football, Matthew Stafford was already in the league. And you know, by that time I'm 12. That's when I'm really starting to get into football. Because I think Stafford was the 09 draft, if I'm correct. So I'm 12 years old. The Detroit Lions are selecting Matthew Stafford first overall, and I'm starting to get into football. So I just never knew that. Which is amazing. So I think Dan Campbell would absolutely be deserving of getting Coach of the Year. Other than that, I'm not sure on anyone else who would really deserve it. I'd probably say no to Mike Tomlin, even though I love Mike Tomlin. 17 years of not having a losing season. Maybe if they made the playoffs, I could see him getting it, but even then, I would definitely think there were more deserving candidates. DeMeco Ryans in Houston, I could see him getting it. Where Houston was last year to where they are now, with him being a rookie head coach. They have their rookie quarterback, how well he has played this year. I could see D'Amico Ryans getting it. Shane Steichen in Indy, I could see him getting it as well. You lose your rookie quarterback, and you're playing Gardner Minshew, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not a superstar or anything, but he can play. He's not a bum. So that was great by Indy to, win as many games as they have. They're in contention for the playoffs. They're in contention for the division. So I think they would be deserving as well. And I think that probably wraps up the number of coaches that I think would be up for Coach of the Year, with my top option being Kevin Stefanski. So we'll see what happens, but if you guys did enjoy this video, do leave a like, and just in the comments, tell me your Coach of the Year. But if you did enjoy this video, and then if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on. I'll see all you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.